Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. 10 essential DC pieces in 1/6 scale. Now everything's a figure here apart from the centerpiece, which is the statue of the Kevin Conroy animated series Batman, and it is perfect. Everything about that is a perfect representation of that Batman, and because he's 1/6 scale, he blends in very nicely with the rest of the gang here. But every DC piece that's here didn't require any mods or custom parts to make it look good. They all looked fantastic right out of the box. So I hope you enjoy this little video. Drop a like on it for me, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at D93free. And this piece here has really been getting my attention again recently because I have got the S-Hero Shadow figure on the way, which is the 1/6 scale figure, posable figure version of what we're looking at here. But this is incredibly accurate compared to that. You know, in the animated series, the cowl and the cape were one piece, and that is how it is on the statue here. It's seamless. The shape of the jaw, the size of the bat symbol on the chest, the color of the belt, the proportions, the way the cape is posed, everything about this Batman is just a perfect representation of the animated series Batman, and I still highly recommend this, probably over the the S-Hero figure that I've got coming. I just a couple of beers that night, sitting in the kitchen waiting for me food to cook, watching Justin's review on the Dark Hero version, which is from I think the Justice League, or I don't know, from one of the animated Batman ones that came after this series, which I'm familiar with because I grew up with the animated series, kind of tuned out after that. But yeah, press the old buy it now button on eBay on the figure version of this, and we'll see how it goes. So that's coming. Compare it to this thing just for accuracy, but obviously this is going to win in that department. But yeah, it's just a shame that his ankles are so fragile on the statue. If you've seen the review of this piece on my channel, you remember I told you about when I bought this in HMV, and I actually was in the store and bought it, and this was the one they had on display behind the cash registers and stuff. I wanted one that was in the back that was boxed, but that one was shattered. They brought it out to me and they let me check it. They opened it up and his ankles were completely shattered on both legs there, which is a common thing with this one. Unfortunately, it's something that's very scary to order online and have delivered because there's a high chance that it could arrive broken. So if you can track down a place that sells this piece and go get it yourself and check it first, and then be careful on the way home with it, that's the way to do it. Unfortunately, it's just, it comes at a high price for such an incredibly accurate piece. It's very high risk when it's coming to you. I don't mean to give you the willies, but I'm just being honest about the situation with this piece. You won't find a better 1/6 scale representation of this Batman. It is flawless. Then we got the comic concept version of Wonder Woman by Hot Toys, and this was a gift from someone who was very, very kind, and they sent this along some years ago, and I still really do appreciate such an amazing gesture, and what a beautiful choice as well. They said in the message they wanted to remain anonymous, and they just had this figure themselves, and they thought it was so eye-catching and beautiful and vibrant that they wanted me to have it too. And that was just, you know, mind-blowing someone would do that. So like I said, they don't want to be named, but I hope they see this and it's in the collection, and it's just such a beautiful piece. But the likeness to Gal Gadot, you know, it's not the best. They've done better since this one, and I do prefer sculpted hair, and I've considered buying a sculpted hair Gal Gadot Wonder Woman Hot Toys head sculpt separately and adding it to this. There's angles just a moment ago there as it comes around look fantastic, but there's a lot of hair on it. I think the hair they use now is better, like the hair on the Selina Kyle Dark Knight Rises Batman figure. That was really a massive leap forward, I think, for the hair by Hot Toys. But yeah, I do think this is, just because of the colours, the base is gorgeous as well, but it just really, I hate the P word, but it really pops on the shelf, there's no doubt about it. So I think I would always prefer, even though it's like a concept version of what she wore in Justice League, and I think the colours on this and the little stars on the skirt and stuff, the colour of the gauntlets on this one, they have a very slight bluish hue to them, and they're just gorgeous. Tiara's different as well, the colours on that. Beautiful shield. So yeah, I think it's it's an essential DC 1/6 scale piece. The whole comic concept version thing kind of makes it different from everything else. It really is a stunning piece for the collection. Then we got the Sideshow 1/6 scale Joker, which has been in storage for a good while now, and it shouldn't be. This is something that should be on display for sure. Comes with so much cool stuff. Definitely check out the review I did on this one on the channel, folks, because it just came with so many cool accessories and great hands for holding on to them. 2 different head sculpts. The other head sculpt doesn't have the hat on, and it has the kind of clenched together teeth. It's a real kind of comic book evil Joker. I wish he came with a Tommy gun, because he would really look good with one. Can't remember if the Peaky Blinders figures I have, maybe one of those came with a Tommy gun. I can't remember, but they're up in storage as well, up there. But I had to get this one down for this video, really, and to get him back on the shelf, because he's an essential piece for sure. Legs are a bit weird. It's the knees. He's got weird knees. They're not weak or anything. It's just, it's weird when you're moving the knees. They're an odd thing going on there with those. I haven't ever lifted up the pants or taken them down to check him out, really, see what's going on with the knees, but that's the only part of him that I'm not mad keen on. Beautiful clothing, 2 different coats, 2 totally different designs, so many cool toys for him to play with, his dynamite, his blades, all kinds of stuff. He's got one hand with an electric buzzer on it, and yeah, man, it's awesome. Very kind of Killing Joke-esque Joker, and yeah, it's the Sideshow 1/6 scale figure. It's a beast. It's got awesome head sculpts, 2 of them. Alright, he would definitely be staying if I had to whittle it down to like 5 out of the 10 that we have here. I would definitely have this guy forever, I think. Don't really see this happening again, like exactly like this. You know, I mean, Hot Toys do their Marvel comic book kind of looking figures every now and then, and now they're doing DC as well with the Dark Knight Returns, and that looks really good. But I don't know, maybe they do something like this. That would be interesting. But this piece will always stand the test of time, I think. The Sideshow 1/6 scale Joker. Hot Toys Christopher Reeve Superman. Still a gorgeous looking piece, man. This is such a fantastic presence in the room. It always has been. Always gets attention from when a new person who's never been in here before comes in. It's only a matter of time before they clock this and they say, oh man, look, Christopher Reeve. And it really does him justice. Although we are due another one from someone. Either Hot Toys will make another one soon, or InArt will tackle it. And I'd be curious to see Blitzway do something like this. I don't know why, but Blitzway, I don't know, you never quite predict what they're going to do. They're one of those companies, you're never quite sure what they're going to announce, but I think they're doing a 1/6 scale Homelander from The Boys. That's going to be interesting, especially after all the bloody money and time I put into trying to build one out of the third-party ones recently. That was a rub, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. But there he is, Christopher Reeve Superman by Hot Toys. Still a great looking piece. He's completely stock. You can get custom outfits for it and custom head sculpts, but I've always been satisfied with just the stock Hot Toys figure. Beautiful piece. And the Hot Toys DX Jack Nicholson Joker from the 1989 Batman movie. Now, I've talked about this figure to death on the channel, so I won't spend too long on him, but he's here because he's essential. And you can get a third-party version of this, I think. It's pretty much the same figure. I haven't really looked into it much, but it looked very similar to me. Just some glances on Facebook and stuff when it would pop up when it was released. But this is the original. This is the official Hot Toys DX figure, and it still looks absolutely fantastic today. Be interesting because they kind of teased possibly a 2.0 when they were showing the 89 Batman that came out recently in some of their promotional pictures, but maybe that was just this figure. I'm not sure. But either way, he is one of the essential 1/6 scale DC pieces. Old figure, but still absolutely awesome. In art, BVS, Dawn of Justice, Henry Cavill Superman. That is a really nice piece. I do believe this is the 1/6 scale Henry Cavill Superman to have. If you're only going to have one, at the moment, this is the one. There's just no denying it's a stunning looking piece. 2 head sculpts, both fantastic, especially the angry one. Really nice base, beautiful stock cape, and you get a wired cape as well. They thought of everything really. And we reviewed it on the channel, so I won't spend too much time talking about it, but I love the pale skin tone. Goes really nice against the blue and the reds of the suit and the black hair and the blue eyes. It all comes together really, really well. Definitely recommend this one, but check out the review for a more in-depth look. The DX32 Hot Toys Heath Ledger Joker from The Dark Knight. That's pretty much a perfect figure. No need to change anything on him. Although I'm not going to lie to you, the coat and jacket that are on this figure right now are not the stock ones, even though the whole point is they have to be stock to be, in this particular video. But I have changed the gloved hands and the jacket and the coat to the Topo 2.0, and there's usually a custom head sculpt on this figure now. I just put the DX32 head back on to show you what he looks like. But yes, I have switched out some parts, but you don't need to. It's not something you need to do. I just had the Topo 2.0 clothing set, and I knew that the coat was a little bit more accurate, and the under jacket as well. But fresh out of the box, the DX32 and the DX33 artisan version with the rooted hair. This is sculpted hair, although sometimes it does trick you, especially for folks who aren't too familiar with this whole 1/6 scale game. You might be fooled into thinking some of those strands are actually rooted hair, but it's just a brilliant piece. Reviewed it on the channel. Check out the review, and check out the build the Ultimate Joker video where I use different parts to try and make something even better. This is the first time I've actually shown the DX32 with the DX head sculpt, but with the Topo jacket and coat, because I didn't actually show you that before. So this is what the DX32 Joker looks like, but with the Topo 2.0 jacket, coat and hands. The hands are a lot more accurate, the gloves should I say, they're way more accurate with the Topo. Not as shiny, not as dark, and the coat is just a touch more accurate. Well, we're getting to the end soon, but we have the Hot Toys Arkham Asylum Joker, Mark Hamill Joker, one of the best there is, and this is one of the very best Hot Toys Joker figures you can get. Perfect. Well, to my knowledge, it's perfect. There may be folks out there who know better, but I mean, the hair sculpt is so well done. The likeness is dead on. Very specific type of body for this figure, and they really did fine work on it. Proportions, clothing, weapons, accessories. Perfect representation of Mark Hamill as the Joker from that first game. Shame they never did a sick version from Arkham City, but I'm glad I have this. It's a perfect Joker figure, essential piece for DC fans in 1/6 scale. Yeah, just check out that hair. Yeah, just the one head sculpt with this one, but it is perfect. Got the little flick of hair at the top there sticking down. I love this one. Little kind of almost leather section on his shoulders there. I guess that's pleather. So far, no issues with it. I've got to keep an eye on that over the years. And yep, there he is. I love his shoes, his spats. And then to wrap it up, we got Bane. Tom Hardy Bane from The Dark Knight Rises by Hot Toys, and this is the 2.0. And they absolutely crushed this one. They gave you pretty much everything you'd want with him. You got moving eyes, which is essential for a character like this. And it's just an amazing piece of work. The body, I wasn't expecting it to feel as squishy as it does in hand. It makes it feel more real. And yeah, check out the review. It's worth watching. You can make him look really intimidating because of the eyes. And yeah, that is definitely an essential piece. So I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. Let me know what pieces from this video you possibly own, and if you want to recommend maybe some pieces to me, because there's so much out there. There's so many third-party figures I haven't even discovered yet. So yeah, I'm a big Catwoman fan, and I think I have pretty much, you know, the best of the 1/6 scale options out there when it comes to her. But there may be something out there I've missed, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what the future holds for the rest of this Dark Knight sort of resurgence of figures that Hot Toys are doing. You know, because they have been really bringing it with these latest versions. You know, it's a bit of a yawn fest for everyone I know with the Heath Ledger Jokers, because we've seen so many, but there's no denying they really did do a great job with this latest DX Joker, Heath Ledger, and Bane here is perfect. Selina Kyle, not bad, but it looks like InArt are doing that one, and from what they've shown, the likeness is a lot stronger on the InArt version, and the hair is a more accurate colour. We'll see what they do about the outfit. Don't really trust the new Hot Toys outfit. The last one perished away to nothing. And when it comes to Nia Hot Toys and the Christian Bale Batmans, I still don't think they've absolutely perfected the Dark Knight suit. Even with the newest Armory version from the Dark Knight Rises, something about the nose on the cowl looks a bit weird to me, but we'll see. And Batman Begins definitely needs more time put into it and more effort put into it from Hot Toys in 1/6 scale and quarter scale, because the quarter scale figure can't move the eyes. We're still yet to have a Batman Begins figure from Hot Toys where the eyes can move, so that's justification enough for them to do yet another version, which is inevitable. They're going to do it, but it's a question of how soon. The balls on those folks, man. Like, how soon? Even though the last one was only, what, not even a year ago? Maybe a year ago. You know, it's coming. They're going to do another one. I'm just curious to see what they're going to do when they do another Batman Begins, you know. Will they be keeping an eye on custom stuff from like OT Customs and Unreal Toys, like with the Unreal Toys version, the way it leans forward more, the cowl, to make them look more aggressive? I'm pretty sure someone said in a comment that would be a good idea for Hot Toys to include, or InArt, I think they might have been Hot Toys or InArt they were talking about, but they can include two Batman Begins cowls, one leaning in a bit more and one straight up. Moving eyes, you know, work on the capes, try and get that velvet-like material. I mean, if NECA can do it, they did a great job with their Batman Begins quarter scale figure. It's not velvet, well, it feels like velvet and it looks like velvet, but velvet's expensive, so maybe there's an alternative to velvet that's a bit cheaper that still has that light absorbing jet black velvet look. But anyway, it's exciting stuff. It's never been a more exciting time to be into this hobby, because we've got so many options now, and this level of realism has leaped forward from when I first started in like 2006 collecting. Channel started 2007, but I guess it was 2006 that I really started collecting 1/6 scale. And just, yeah, the level of realism compared to those days is incredible now, and it's only going to get more real as the years roll by. So who knows what's up their sleeves and what they're cooking up in those labs. Alright, I'm here for it. I know you guys are too. Thanks for watching the video. And Wonder Woman looks like she's done. She's like, I've had enough of this now. Can I get back on the shelf? Yes, you can. Alright, drop a like on it for me, folks. And let me know how you're doing in the comments. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.